Hello, welcome to my channel. Yes, you see me with headphones on, and it's because I just got done doing probably, I'll probably make that the Tarot Tuesday reading. This is probably going to be the Tarot Thursday reading. And after I had got done with that first reading, I kind of started getting a little bit of a headache, and this is what helps me to suppress that headache. Again, I have chronic pain, and it does cause headaches. I pretty much have a headache every day, but some days it's worse than others, especially in the winter, and that's where I'm living with right now is it's winter time. Thankfully today is kind of a warmer day, so it's not as bad, but I did just get done with like 2 days in a row that it wasn't really a migraine, it's just migraine like symptoms, and it hit me really hard, and I'm trying to recover from that. So that's why I now have my headphones on. So it just kind of helps keep the symptoms at bay. Sound therapy helps me. So that's what I'm doing. um, but your guys' reading is very different from the other reading that I just got done with, where the other reading, like I said, that would probably be the Tarot Tuesday reading, is going through a lot of introspection right now and trying to figure out the right approach. You guys, on the other hand, I feel like already know that approach. Maybe you've already done some introspection and you're just wondering, is what I'm doing paying off? And the answer is yes. You have the chariot. You have been putting in the work that you need. You are facing difficulty with grace and ease, and you are staying focused. You have this direction that you want to go in. You know the direction that you want to go in. You are so determined. You're so um, strong to persevere. And it says you have success in the face of difficulty. So any difficulty that you may still even come across, any obstacles you may come across, isn't going to phase you because you are already so focused on your end goal. And it's going to lead you to such great new beginnings with the Star card. Your wishes coming true. Okay, I love that for you. So, yeah, if you've been wondering if you're on the right direction, like I was telling the other reading, listen to that inner gut. Listen to your inner knowing, your inner self, because you really know the best answer for you. And yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're heading down the right path. It's going to lead you to such new beginnings. So let's go ahead and see if we can get any more on this. Is there anything else that Spirit wants to say? But you guys getting the Chariot card like that is so powerful. Such a powerful card. Light. Maybe some of you did watch the Tarot Tuesday reading, and because that card popped up too. Listening to your inner light, you probably see the light at the end of the tunnel, as you're facing these obstacles going down your path, following your focus, following your inner calling, your soul's purpose, your true purpose, your determination. You see that light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my God. And you have rebirth. And I believe this is actually a moth. And what attracts moths? So your inner light is attracting this rebirth, is attracting this new beginning. Oh, I love that. Let's see what else we can get. This is just further confirmation that you guys are doing the right thing. Keep it up. Cards fall. Okay. Nothing landed. Face up. So I'm gonna shuffle again. Okay, so they were popping up before. Now they don't want to pop out now. So maybe for some of you, this is kind of symbolizing, there we go, maybe a little bit of a stagnant energy in what you've been trying to achieve, but know that that's perfectly okay. Sometimes the right thing takes time to gather energy before it presents itself. It comes into your life. This one actually wanted to pop out, and this one as well. Okay. So we have still, refinement, taste, culture, style, fine tune, concentrate, develops over time. We were just talking about that. Yeah. So this is just developing over time. This is why it's been taking a little while. Okay. For the Tarot Tuesday reading, that was more focused in on like, okay, take action right now, and it's going to still develop over time. For you guys, I feel like you're in that different part of it where you've been putting in the work, or it's happening for you a little differently, and it's taking a long time, but know that it's developing. Like we were saying, like fine wine is kind of what I'm hearing. Wine ages, the older the wine, the better it is. Okay. And I think even though here on this physical plane, you're probably like, come on, just I've been doing all of the right things. Why isn't it here? And spirit is just saying it's being held back on purpose because it wants to age, it wants to develop. And trust me, when you get to the end, when you get to this new beginning, it's going to be even better than you imagined. Okay, it's going to be even better than what you asked for. We also have cake, and I love that this is a bottle of wine. We were just talking about wine, but a cause for celebration. And you may even have a gathering of like friends or family to celebrate. Maybe for some of you, this thing that's been taking a long time is, it could be a romance thing, because we also have anniversary and wedding. It could be accepting an award, because we also have award ceremony on here. Maybe for some of you, a graduation has been stalled more than once. So like maybe for some of you, you've gone to school and then you've kind of fell out of it. And now it's like, okay, now I want to go back to school. And then for whatever reason, you fell out of it again. Something like that. And you're just like, I want a better education. I just want this to happen for me. And it's going to happen. Yeah. Cause of celebration for a new job or a new promotion. I got a very strong celebration for a promotion. I also have Fortress, staying in your power. Staying stubborn in a good way. Staying stubborn toward your path and your goals. Ready for anything. You're determined. Doing whatever it takes. You're unbreakable. I love that. And then we also have Emerald. Like how beautiful that is. Such a vibrant green. Green and healing, eternity. So this thing, whatever you're bringing in for this new beginning, is going to last. It's going to last a long time. Growth, building strong relationships, soul restoration. Maybe you were somebody that did kind of veer off the path. We talked in the last reading for the Tarot Tuesday reading, hitting crossroads that take you on detours. Because what I believe in is like, we all have a main path, but in that path is like hitting certain points that you need to reach. But free will also allows us to take detours. So we take that detour and we still veer on the same path, but this detour is also teaching us life lessons and new things and stuff. And so maybe for some of you, you kind of went on a little bit of a detour and it kind of wasn't really hitting your soul the right way. But this success that you're going into, it's going to restore your soul. It's going to make you feel so much better. Balance, I see. Free flowing love, mature love, your heart chakra. Okay, your heart chakra. So doing what you love, falling in love, because it says mature love, so even falling in love at an old age too. You know, maybe you're somebody who's just kind of like, I just couldn't find the one in my 20s or my 30s. And you just kind of maybe accepted the fact that it wasn't going to happen, but yet you still feel in your gut that this is meant to be in your life and it's going to come. It's just coming later than you expected. Again, it could be taking detours. And if we have two energies here, two paths here, not only is your path being viewed, it's this other person's path being viewed as well. And you're both going through different experiences, different life lessons, and you're meant to find each other at the best time, when it's best for both of you. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so we have guilt popping up. Maybe that's something that held you back in the past? Guilt? See, guilt is an unresolved emotion entanglement that makes you reflect on your actions. By letting go of guilt, you can achieve spiritual freedom. Self-forgiveness is an important step forward, or is an important step toward inner peace. Okay, so what we're leaving behind is guilt. Whatever it is that you feel guilty about, forgiving yourself. And that was a difficulty that you had to face. Okay, this one wanted to fall out as well. Resentment. I knew that there was something else, I was just like, this is a great reading. We're talking about success and stuff where I'm like, where's the hit? Okay, where's the lesson here? And I feel like this is it. Leaving behind guilt. Maybe some of you needed to come to this reading either as confirmation of like, yes, you were leaving this guilt and resentment behind, and you're going to be able to move on and start a new beginning. Or some of you, this is the answer that you need. You need to leave these things behind in order to start a new beginning, in order to start a better chapter in your life. Resentment binds your soul and prevents you from moving forward. It reminds you to release unnecessary burdens and forgive yourself and others. Through forgiveness, you will experience inner liberation and peace. Okay, so we definitely need to be finding this inner peace. So it does kind of go into a little bit of Tarot Tuesday's reading about introspection. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness, jealousy. I'm trying to get something positive, a positive emotion for you guys, but we got a lot that we're working on. Jealousy is the desire for what others have, reflecting anxiety about unachieved goals within yourself. When jealousy arises, reflect on the lessons it brings. It reminds you to focus on your own growth rather than comparing yourself to others. Okay. Wow. There we go. All right. So when we're able to leave that behind, we're going to feel so abundant, so successful. Okay, so when we find that inner peace, this is what it's going to lead you to. Abundance is the perception of all the resources in life, knowing that you have all the power and support you need. When abundance appears, it reminds you that the universe always responds to your needs in various ways. Okay, I feel like we were just kind of talking about that. And maybe it wasn't necessarily anything that you've done to a specific person. This could be towards yourself, having guilt and resentment towards yourself, especially like if we're talking about a mature love. We were just talking about that, right? You thought you would find love sooner in life, but you didn't. And maybe you kind of reflected on like, oh, if I had done this differently, maybe it would have been better if I had maybe opened myself up more to so and so who was into me way back when. Maybe I would have been with them for the rest of my life or something like that. I should have just given. But for whatever reason, like this is very specific that's coming through, but for whatever reason, going on a journey with them in life didn't feel right, so you turned them down. That was the right move, okay? But maybe you have some resentment about that. So you need to let that go. Jealousy, even around others who have the thing that you want in life. And I think just self-guilt too. Mainly this is coming through as like self self emotions, not necessarily what you've done. You haven't really done anything to other people. You could have, but for most of you, this is more self self actions that you resent, guilt towards it, what you resent, and then also maybe being guilty um, about having jealous feelings. There's also been loneliness. So if we're talking about love, there's that loneliness popping up, and then also skepticism. Skepticism about where you are in life. Maybe even skepticism about this reading. Skepticism now that we're talking about love, skepticism, but we are curious. We're also curious. And then we also have forgiveness. For definitely forgiving yourself. What else popped up? Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll get into these in just a moment, but I want to read these cards that just popped up. So for loneliness, loneliness is an opportunity for deep connection with yourself. It is not a negative emotion, but the beginning of self-exploration. In loneliness, you can re-examine your needs and goals. So definitely talking more about the introspection thing. Skepticism involves questioning and critically examining everything, urging you to see things clearly, not just accept them blindly. Skepticism drives you to think deeply, helping you make wiser decisions. So, kind of going along with the fact, like I had mentioned, you're thinking, oh my God, if I had just accepted so and so's proposal, maybe you turned down a proposal. But also so and so, offering a date. Um, Maybe things would have been differently. But you knew it didn't feel right. You had some skepticism about that actually being the right path to take. and that's helping you grow and mature and make wiser decisions. And I really do think that when the right person shows up, you you're going to know because you already have that wisdom, and you're going to be like, yeah, this is the one. This is who I'm meant to be with. Let's go on with curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force to explore new things, prompting you to seek answers and expand your horizons. When curiosity appears, it encourages you to explore the unknown, pursue knowledge, and grow into a more well-rounded person. So maybe there were other things in life that you were more curious about at the time. I know this is very specific. I know we're focusing a lot on the mature love thing, but just take this as it resonates with you, because this is just kind of what I feel like I need to speak about. So just take what resonates with you and how it fits into your story, how it fits into your situation. Um, being curious about, yeah, just being curious about other things in life. And so maybe you kind of felt like you took too many detours, but you needed that, I think, to gain more wisdom. And again, we need to focus on this forgiveness. We need to focus on forgiving ourselves. Forgiveness is a release from past hurts, allowing you to free yourself from negative emotions. When you forgive others or yourself, your soul heals and a new beginning unfolds. Okay, so whether you hurt yourself or others have hurt you, forgiving them, even if you don't get an apology from another person, and it's going to take time to release that hurt and forgive them. You don't even necessarily have to forgive them to their face unless you really feel like you need to. But forgiving them, even in silence, is going to bring you so much peace. And it's going to allow you to put that energy behind you and allow you to move on a little easier and have that successful moment with the chariot, allow you to ride on towards victory, allow you to ride towards a new beginning, this rebirth, okay? This light at the end of the tunnel. So next we have anticipation. We are anticipating this new beginning in whatever it is that you want to be successful in. It's just now we're getting more love, right? And it says anticipation is the desire for the future, filling you with energy and motivation. When anticipation arises, it will guide your direction and inspire you to work toward your goals. Let anticipation fuel your success. Love that. And then, this is what made me smile. We have love. We have love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Whether it is self-love or the relationships with others, love is the source of your connection with the universe. I love that for you guys so much. I don't know why, but I feel like another emotion wants to pop out. We got a lot of emotion going on. Okay, so a lot of past emotion, a lot of current emotion, a lot of future emotion as well. Allow love in. Let the guilt, resentment, loneliness go. Okay. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Yeah, love is such a powerful force. Love this. Courage. Courage is the fearless power to face challenges, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. When this card appears, it reminds you that only by taking the first brave step will you move toward broader horizons. And I'd like to add move toward new beginnings. You are going to be so successful, and you are courageous enough to do this, to step into this new beginning. Oh, so good. Okay, let's end this reading with an I am statement. Oh my god. Okay. The other reading got this too. I am aware. When I pay attention to my surroundings, I can feel appreciation for everything. I see so much beauty in the world. Being aware means living in the present and fully experiencing my life in the here and now. I am aware. So taking a moment to be still, because you also have this card as well, to be still and paying attention to your surroundings, paying attention to the world. And I remember I've said this in another reading before. I don't remember which one, to be honest with you, but I have said, like, let's say you have a back porch you can go sit on, and you're just taking a moment to really look at your backyard, look at the world around you, absorb the sounds. Maybe you hear a bird singing, um, a dog barking, because the dog's barking in the background. Um, and looking at the beautiful trees blooming. You know, right now it's winter, but even then, if you don't mind sitting out in the cold for a little while, maybe you can look at the beauty of the snow falling. Yeah, just really absorbing nature, but also absorbing your own surroundings in your home too. That can work as well. And just really taking a moment to absorb everything going within. You can even think about the past, but being forgiving to yourself, letting negative emotions go, bringing in the love, bringing in self love, and looking at your home. And maybe I'm kind of imagining somebody like looking at their shelf and seeing all of their collectibles over the years and being like, wow, that was an amazing time where I got that one snow globe or something. um, or it's just any artifact, any little statue or something, and just being like, wow, yeah, that was an amazing experience, and I'm so happy that I did that for myself. Okay, and maybe that'll help you bring in some forgiveness and let go of guilt, because you needed that at the time. You needed that self exploration, and you needed that journey. But now it's time to go on a new beginning, a new journey. Okay. And I'm sorry, you keep hearing the dogs. My friend who owns those dogs just came home, so now they're excited. Um, but let's read this I am still card. I understand that there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. I love that. I love that for you. Kind of feel like another one wants to pop out. So let's see if we can get that. This one's about to fall out. Oh, I love it. I am passionate. I put my heart into the people and things I believe in. My passion is a powerful force. It is an eternal fuel. I recognize the strength of my passion, and therefore I am careful where I choose to focus it. I am passionate. Let's see. Get one more. A rather big reading, but also the last video was a big reading too. I might do another reading. I kind of feel like it after this one. And I'll post it randomly. And it could be before this one, it could be after this one, we'll see. I am open. That's all we really need right now. This is where we're going to end this reading. I am open. Vulnerability is my strength, not my weakness. My openness attracts those who are beneficial to my highest good. When I lean into my feelings, I am honoring my truth. When I communicate my feelings in a loving way, I am speaking my truth. I am open. So, yeah, being open to this new change, being open to forgiveness. Yeah, you are doing so good. Okay, Spirit wants you to know that you are doing so good. And you're going to be so successful on this new journey that you are about to go on. And I kind of feel like I need to speak about this too. Recently, learning about how we're bringing in this new year energy astrologically, what's happening with the planets. I think we're done with a Mercury retrograde, which thank God, because Mercury retrogrades always drag me down. But we still have other planets in retrograde. I think Neptune is the next one to go direct to get out of the retrograde phase. So we're going to be seeing some new things coming from that when it goes direct into our lives. I think Uranus and Saturn. Was it Saturn? Maybe. Maybe even Jupiter. Trying to remember oh my god, I talked about this and now I kind of forgot. But we still have certain planets that are still in retrograde and they're still going to be taking their time to get out of that. And I think it's finally all going to round out in the end in March. So this is a very deep time, a very introspective time. A lot of people are going through this. So we still have a few months ahead, but we're also getting into a new year. And then we're going to be seeing some changes from that. We're leaving behind, if you're thinking about the Chinese zodiac, we're leaving behind the year of the snake, which I had discovered that is more about like shedding away old skin, getting rid of the things in life that no longer serve us, the layers in life that no longer serve us. And we're going to be coming into the year of the horse. And I don't really, I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really know how this makes it a fire horse. I need to look into that a little bit deeper. But I'm so sorry. My friend is shoveling and he doesn't necessarily like that because she's not inside and he can't be with her, so he is upset. Upsetty spaghetti right now. Coming into the year of the horse, and it apparently is a fire horse, and it's talking about quick action. And it really, when I listened to this astrologer talk about the fire horse, it really made me think of the Knight of Wands card. Wands are about fire, and every single Knight card in the tarot deck is, let me see if I can actually find it, just to give you some visual. But yeah, Wands is fire. Every single Knight card is talking about movement in some way. Every single Knight has their own horse. It kind of starts off with the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth related and it's a very steady movement. But then it ends with the Knight of Wands with this fiery horse riding in very quickly. Okay. And if we think about fire, fire spreads rather quickly. Fire is also a very powerful energy that is, yeah, it's quick moving, it's very passionate. And we were talking about passion too. And I think we were talking about passion, right? Were we talking about passion? Or was that the other reading? Maybe they were both talking about passion. But yeah, taking just very quick action, and things are going to be happening quickly as we take action. There we go. Found it. Like, look at this horse. It is ready to go. It is rearing up, ready to go, and take the leap. Running so fast. Now is a good time to do what you want to do. Okay. So I'm going to keep that as part of your reading. Now, this Chinese New Year, if you don't know exactly when Chinese New Year starts, I believe it's around February 17th. So it's not going to start in the new year as we may typically see it, like when 2026 is actually going to start in January. But this is going to start taking full movement around February 17th. So we're still going to be shedding old layers in January and for half of February. But then last half of February, everything is going to quick motion. Things are going to be happening very fast, okay? So be prepared. So, yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I am sorry for any disturbances, especially a loud puppy who is only 5 months old at this time. He just turned 5 months yesterday, and a big mama's boy. So when he can't be with his mom, he gets upsetty. So thank you again so much. Please follow me to see more videos. Please like and this video to help it along. Comment down below if this resonated for you. It also helps others know that they are not alone in resonating with this message. It also helps get this video out there for those who need to see it. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as well. And like my videos there if you are on those platforms. But yeah, other than that, please like and subscribe, comment down below, and I hope to see you in the next video. I wish you all the best. Bye.